Hello family, welcome to the live stream. If you are here, please let me know. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on. Quickly want to share the message. Had a very brief dream. I have a lot to share as well. Welcome. If you are here, please let me know. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for coming. If you are here, please let me know. I'm beginning very soon. And if you would love to support the ministry as you watch, please make use of the super chat. I have my Nigerian account details in the description box. If you would love to also transfer after the live stream. I do not have Cash App. We don't have that here in Nigeria, so thank you. The Lord bless you as you join me. Yes, so I had this dream and it was really brief, and the fact is I can't even remember every single detail. But what I do remember was there was like a housing issue, and I was hanging around with some guys, and I asked one of them about accommodation stuff and where I could stay and stuff like that and prices. And it was like, right now, look, everything is expensive. And he mentioned a certain area here in Nigeria that you would usually be considered a very cheap place to stay, right? Very easy to pay rent. And he said that place is even a no-go area, like it's too expensive. People can't afford it. That right now he's living right under the bridge. He's saying that he's homeless on the streets, because if you're under the bridge, then you have no place to stay. It means that you really cannot afford anything. And he looks like someone that should be able to afford rent on a normal day. And I was like, wow, is it that bad? And then I saw another aspect where it looked like it was the government that was coming in to give people food, but you still had to pay for it. Like they had put certain people in charge. You still had to pay for it, and it was a ridiculous amount. Like when something is so scarce that when it's out there, it's expensive because it's not easy to get. So even though it was the government that had made this provision, and they had put certain people in different areas to be in charge of the distribution, you still had to pay these people who are eventually going to give their money to the government. But the point of the dream is that things were tough, food was scarce, everything was expensive, people were homeless. It's getting to that point, my brothers and sisters, where the enemy is going to start pulling out all their tricks from the pocket. The plan that the devil has always had for the world, what we have seen is nothing compared to what is coming. And this is a warning for us to get closer to the Lord like never before, so that he can give you water when there is thirst everywhere, so that he can be your provider when there is lack, so that in the times of famine he will give you wisdom. You know the kind of wisdom he gave to Joseph to handle the whole famine situation in Egypt, a foreigner in that land, but yet he stood out. And he didn't only help Egypt in that time, he helped his own people, Israel. For some of us, the Lord is going to help us like this. And this is not a message to cause panic. This is a message to bring awareness to you that they are going to do this. Alif, you're welcome, Alif. God bless you for joining. So the Lord wants us to be at high alert, to be closer to Him like never before. Don't trust in anybody. Don't even trust in your family and friends, because they cannot help you. The few people that still have a good heart and will not be lovers of their own money in these last days, only God knows them. Only God knows how He will lead us to each other. And I just want you to know that a lot of people will be disappointing you because they would want to hold on to what they have, because they would worship the money that they had. They will not want to risk it. Even those that you once trusted, right? So basically, they are planning to make life even more difficult for the people. And it's all part of the evil agenda of this satanic world that is ruled by these satanic forces. They want to frustrate us to the point where we give in to their demands, we give in to their one world order thing, we give in to their system, because everyone's going to be running at a skelter for food. So whatever it is that they put on the table as an offer, they know that a whole bunch of people are going to accept it, because they'll be thinking about their food, they'll be thinking about their children, they'll be thinking about their shelter, right? They want to make things so hard for the ones that are not rich. It's like the rich will get richer and the poor will get even poorer. And that was even written in the Bible in the last days. It's almost like everyone is going to just be fighting over that food, fighting over that resource, whatever it is that is and manages to be available. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to get tougher. But the children of God are going to survive this. We shall overcome. Even when Elijah himself declared no rain on the land, the Lord still took him to a place where he could get little water, to a place where there was a little kind of pond-like thing for him. I can't remember where exactly it was in the Bible. But the Lord took him there and he survived on that until the Lord asked him to go to Zarephath and meet that widow. You see, he was sent there by the Lord strategically to help the widow and the widow to help him. If we hold on to God in these times, you will see how the Lord will miraculously, intelligently, in His infinite wisdom, move you in the right direction, push you in the right direction. When you will be a blessing to others and others will be a blessing to you. Trust me that He knows how to provide and cater for His own. So even if this message is coming, and even if it is going to be, because the Lord has shown me something like this many times, even if it's going to be, even if they are trying so hard to tighten things up, trying so hard to tighten your finances, trying so hard to tighten your living, when you put your trust in the Lord, His word says that you will not be disappointed, right? When you call upon His name for help, He will answer. So as you prepare for those times in prayer, know that the Lord hears you, the Lord sees you, He reveals to redeem. He's not going to let His children just be there. Even in the toughest of the toughest times, He will be with us. He will guide us. He will direct our steps. He loves us enough. Please thank you for joining. If you are here, please share the video so others can join in. Feel free to support the ministry with the super chats and whatever. This is a call. This is a call to keep us at alert, so that the children of God will not be caught unawares. It's one thing for the children of the world to be caught unawares, but as a child of God, you have messages like this. We have His prophets out there preaching His word, telling us about the things to happen. We know that things will get tough. We know that the system will try so hard to make sure that it fails us. But even in the toughest systems, even in the worst economy, we have God. For those in Africa, where I am. It might even be worse, you know. Because even the person I was speaking to in this dream was a Nigerian. But I have had this dream before, and I know it's worldwide, but we know how it is. May the Lord guide us and give us wisdom at such a time as this. May the Lord give you the strength and the grace to trust Him even when it's hard. Because let's be honest, when such a time comes and when we're in those times, truly and truly your only hope is Christ. You have to hold on to Him. If you have not surrendered your life, giving your life to Him, you have to give your life to Him so that you can even be eligible for His grace. He wants to carry us in His arms like His children that we are. He wants to hold and cater for us. He wants us to look to Him and not to man. So everything that I've been saying is men failing. Is men failing us. Is the government doing things to gain control and power. Using this tactic to control the children of God. To get you to submit. But when you hold on to the Lord, you will be free. Nobody is saying that it's going to be super easy and you're going to have all the meals and meats of that time. Yes, things may not be like they are now, but even in that situation, God will make a way. He made a way for the Israelites in the wilderness, that dry and empty wilderness, right? He did make a way. And that is what He's going to do for those of us that will call upon His name for help at such a time as this. And prepare our minds for what is coming. Prepare our minds for what is coming. Teach your children about this. Teach your children that the world is not here to favor them. Teach your children about times like this ahead. Remind them of who they are in Christ, to hold on to Him, to trust in Him, and not succumb to the offers that the world will have for a better life, because it leads to destruction at the end of the day. You see how they're going to make things super expensive so that they are sure that certain people cannot afford these things. And probably the only way you might get access to these things is to sign up your soul, right? These are all the signs of the end time, and the Lord is revealing to His prophets like never before. Remember, He said in the last days He shall pour out His Spirit on all men, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. This is it. We are here. He is the stability in the chaos. The chaos that is coming, the unrest that is coming, the hardship that is coming, the troubles coming. Jesus Christ is your stability. Jesus Christ is that pillar that you can run to and be safe. Jesus Christ is that one that you should hold on to. Do not be afraid of the fact that the prices of things are going up, spiraling up. I'm very sure it's not only where I live. I've been watching the news and I know that things are crazy other places as well. And the enemy is just trying to enrich the wicked and the cream de la cream of society. And they are trying to gain control of the poor. They're trying to gain control and manipulate. They're trying to get things to be even harder than it already is. They're trying to push us to the wall. So yeah, we give God the glory. The Lord bless you all for joining. Please check the description box for the details that you may need to support this ministry. The Lord keep us and give us wisdom for what is coming. I'll see you guys next time.